Okay, so for us, the next step is looking at all of what we're going to call our black cloud questions. So things like, well, basically, right now I have started thinking about making a change. I've gone through, the process of, all right, someone's prodding me a little bit. I'm a little bit more open to making a change. But now I start thinking about all the reasons not to make a change. So, down here, we've started, probably our more important things is basically people don't want to give up all of the good things that are part of their life right now. So things like a more connected relationship, some financial stability, having a boyfriend and girlfriend, and things like that. So that's one of the big areas that we need to discuss with them is what does this look like, and can you still have all of the good things of a regular job along with the good things of having a not regular job or kind of an outdoorsy non-traditional job. So issues that we're going to need to deal with are things like what your friends and family are going to say because they're going to say you're an idiot. So how do you deal with naysayers? We're going to talk about what the lifestyle actually looks like. Does being a mountain guide mean you have to live in a car, be a hobo, and grow dreads? Having a boyfriend or girlfriend with you. Things like, the physicality of it. Is it just, for 22-year-old boys, or is it something that a 40-year-old could do, or is it something that a 30-year-old could do, or a 50-year-old could do? And then one of the big things that we want to talk about, and I think that, that people often don't hear enough about, is that mountain guiding is a learned skill. So what does that mean? Like people see the beginning, I am right now somebody who's been hiking 3 or 4 times over the weekend, and then they see somebody like Uli Steck, who's a really, really high-end mountain guide, and they say, oh my God, I have no idea how to get from here to there. I don't have that kind of climbing ability or that kind of natural talent. And what people don't really understand is that just like anything else, it is, becoming a mountain guide is incremental. You learn to do X, then you learn to do Y, then you learn to do Z, then you get some practice, and wah, 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 wah. That there is a process to becoming a mountain guide. It's not just, today you're not a mountain guide, boof, tomorrow you are. It's a long, hard road with doing that. And so what we kind of want to say here is that it's okay for you to start on the track towards being a mountain guide, even if you never arrive at Uli Steck levels. There are jobs along the way. There is, there is a life along this path somewhere for you, even if you are now just starting out. And then the other thing that we wanted to talk about is kind of is addressing maybe people's perception of what it means to be a mountain guide. So right now, if someone says, I'm a doctor to you, you immediately think, oh wow, you must have worked really, really hard to become a doctor. You've trained hard, you've done a lot of schooling, and you are, a prideful, kind of good self-carrying professional. And mountain guides, if I say I'm a mountain guide, people don't think that. They think, wow, that sounds like a cool job, you hippie. And so, but I think that, is a very outside perception. So one of the things that I want to address is that mountain guides are actually, they have sunk just as much into their jobs and into their training and into their lives as any doctor in the world has. It is a many, many, many year process to go through, that whole learning thing. And again, there are jobs along the way, but, becoming a mountain guide is a real thing where you can have professional respect and you can be prideful about who you are and what you do, because, man, you have worked your ass off for it. So these are the kinds of questions that we would like to kind of talk about. And the other cool thing that we kind of wanted to bring into here is just a look at, at assumptions, and we'll explain this in a graphic later. But then finally looking at how are we going to address these sorts of concerns. We thought that we would make something like this, just a big giant FAQs page, perhaps make a little whiteboard animation video, and then an email sequence and interviews with past and current students to address each of these concerns, and then just put together a 3 to 5 email sequence in order to address them.